que todo lo quema la luz de tu cara. We perform all over the world. We dance on the side of buildings, skyscrapers, towers, bridges, historical, monumental sites, and also famous artists' homes like Müppa. Strongholds of performance art. Opportunities for us to bring art to many people in a diverse way, both indoors and out, and move audiences to see their home art cabinet differently. Here at Müppa, in a way that they've never seen dance before.
I was a dancer my whole life, since I was a little girl, and then I started rock climbing in the Sierra in California, in the mountains. And I love both things so much, I wondered what would happen if you could bring them together and make an art form from them. And this is what happened. I founded the company in 1991, so that's 28 years ago I've been doing this.
I love movement. I love adventure, and Bandaloop is both of those things. We get to travel around the world and be creative and interact with not only other cultures, but architecture. That kind of interplay of dance and culture and architecture and traveling has kept me in the company for 17 years. One of the hardest things is being away from home, honestly. When you're traveling and jumping in time, like coming from California to here, and then having to dance the next day off the plane, keeping the body ready for dancing is really challenging, but that's also kind of the fun part.
I'd say the most important skills to have to do this work is, first of all, the ability to be a really free and original mover as a dancer. Dancer first. Then you also have to have interest and sort of courage for adventure and the unknown, because you find yourself dancing in the mountains or a skyscraper or a theater or in the water somewhere, a stream. So you have to be very open-minded. And then lastly, I would say you have to be able to communicate and work really well together, because we find ourselves in very tricky, challenging situations sometimes. We have done a performance many years ago where we climbed El Capitan in Yosemite Valley. We climbed for 6 days and 5 nights, 950-meter cliff. And we made a dance near the top, and then we finished the climb and hiked all the way down. Physically, that was probably the most, and technically, the most difficult thing we've ever done.
We've returned to Budapest to bring our work to Müppa, but we started in Budapest over at Kálvin, where the festival presented us to the grander public, to the what we call incidental audience, those that were on their way to work, on their way home from work, and they were interrupted by dance on wall. Now we're where they intend to be, at the performing arts heart, here at Müppa, where Bandaloop can move them in a way they never expected to be moved by dance.
When we were here in 2017 at Kálvin Square, we danced on a building that was kind of like a regular office building, glass. You know, it was very beautiful in its own way. But here at Müppa, this architecture is a piece of art in itself. So that is, you know, the challenge here is to how do we dance with this existing piece of art, and how do we make it come alive, also honor it while we're on it. We dance on a lot of plain buildings, on a lot of glass buildings, buildings that otherwise people wouldn't look twice at. But here, the building itself is such a character. It's really beautiful.